We were planning on doing instances.
Oh, right. Chelle, you up for that?
Let me just
who am
hand
I
in
kidding?
something
You don't
over
have a
here.
choice.
They just lock Keith in a room for 8 hours a day. Do geology. I wish, chat. I wish I did geology or used my degree.
It's actually really amusing to watch, because I can see how bored you are by how many times you post on Reddit in a given day.
Oh yeah, my usage of Reddit is terrifying when I'm at work. Because it's one of the only sites that works. Reddit and Imgur. I can't even go on the Slack chat anymore because I think it's, as far as I can tell from troubleshooting, it's because our system computers are a few minutes out of sync with the internet, and then that makes the browser / Slack freak out about security, and it just doesn't load because it thinks that something's going wrong.
Can't use the client on your phone?
No, because our Slack does not allow third-party apps, because Bert doesn't have it enabled, and he says that it won't be enabled unless he gets like a paid version or something.
Oh, right.
And for some reason I can't.
I was about to say, it's like...
And I would try to load it like the browser version, and for some reason that doesn't load either. Like you load up Slack in a phone browser, and you don't get the Slack website. You get like a dumb screen of like stuff that isn't the chat. It's very frustrating. I just went and grabbed that flight mask.
Well, I'm just collecting more Naga claws at the moment. I know that you guys have already completed that quest, but it looks like we have a feral fen idol that we can pick up.
I just wandered over and grabbed the flight path that we didn't have yet.
I should probably do that.
Because it's just right over there.
Peace for you.
Yeah,
I guess I usually don't bother because we don't go anywhere.
Whenever I saw a really dumb post in the subreddit, I would post it into our Slack group and just point and laugh at it.
Yeah, there are many dumb posts.
Yep.
Every once in a while, I wonder if me quitting like moderation there was like actually necessary, and then you do that, and I'm like, that was a good choice.
What kind of posts would those be?
It's pretty rough. There's dumb people. There's a lot of dumb people.
Yeah. So imagine it. I mean, imagine if I guess picture everybody's perfect dream job. You know, don't work a day in your life, and everybody wants to get there now. How do you do it? Many ways.
Isn't that called streaming?
People get real desperate about this. Oh.
Boom.
Honestly, I'd rather be like a big YouTuber than a big streamer. Being a big streamer would be just such a hassle.
What freaks me out about people that just stream and that's their only thing they do is that, like, every single time they stop recording, it's like as if their entire existence isn't there anymore.
Right.
Yeah, there's no evidence of them.
Like,
I mean,
the total
like
lack of building stuff is
Twitter
freaky.
or whatnot. Yeah, I can see that.
Like I get weirded out by Twitch streamers that don't like export their stuff to a channel or something like that afterwards. Like the idea that they're not archiving any of it at all, anywhere for anybody.
They're just throwing their content to a void.
It's so strange to me.
Sometimes they'll make like VODs and stuff.
Yeah, the same ones.
It also depends on the streamer. Like I could totally understand that from like a League of Legends or a like Call of Duty streamer, just because.
This isn't creepy, is it, Wander?
I mean,
just thought I'd come just sneak on him up and just latch a chain to it.
I mean, I can pretty easily break your follow.
But why?
I can.
Why? Why must you sadden me?
Because I'm a spiteful person.
I mean, yeah. Yes.
I'm actually just really curious how this is, if this will work the way I think it's going to work, or if it's not going to work the way I think it's going to work.
My chat's been doing bone puns for like the last 10 minutes, I think.
Bones? Why bones?
It might be somewhat... It's probably inspired by a mixture of the Corgi thing and my Undertale
really?
playthrough.
Your character tries to match my rotation up in the air. That's interesting.
Are we
I
at
thought
the?
it would just
Oh,
kinda
we're at
like
the. We're at the hitbox ceiling, aren't we?
Yep, we are. Later.
Well, we can go do other
No,
quests.
I
was
stopped
just
following Wanderbot. I can do this too. No,
trying to
it's a
get
terrible
more
idea.
claws. I suppose I'm 2/3 of the way there.
All right,
So
Chelle,
slow.
you ready for some healing?
I know it's for balancing reasons, but you should be able to. I just feel like you should be able to fly down faster.
Oh yeah, I really wish they'd actually add like some level of aeronautics to movement.
Yeah, it's because they want to have standard movement speeds for like PvP type stuff. I'm sure, but it's still weird.
Do they ever have flying mounts in PvP though? I don't think
Well,
they do.
originally PvP was this. Like
Was-
World of Warcraft launched with no battlegrounds.
Well, yeah, but like, they added battlegrounds before they added flying.
Yeah, but I'm
Is
just
my
saying, like,
point.
but like world PvP is always a thing.
That's true, I guess.
So
That's
being
a good
able to
point.
just
It would
swoop
be-
in from an impossibly high height, like out of people's draw distance height, and just bomb them, would be pretty rough.
That'd be pretty annoying.
I hope you find something useful.
I should have gotten a mod that let me auto sell stuff. Oh well.
I'm afraid to sell so many things because they've been involved in like secret quests and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah,
Don't sell glow caps.
I just sold my Dark Iron Residue because I think that was for the Burning Steps or something. Or maybe
Potion of water breed.
maybe the place we just
That's
came
about
from. Maybe.
Close as it sounds.
Lead.
Do some sweet
Wait.
instances now.
Yeah.
Are we
Wait,
ready?
what did the fell caps look like?
Did we already queue up and I forgot?
Oh, I got Xander caps.
Keith, can you make me party leader?
Oh, I'm not. You're not even party leader.
Nope, because I came in last.
Identify plant parts.
I'm sitting here asking if we've queued yet when I'm the party leader. Good job, me.
I got Dreaming Glory, Bog Tendril. Darn it, did I sell my bog caps? It took me
You might be able
ages
to buy
to
'em
collect
back.
those. I know.
It doesn't matter,
They
honestly,
have
though.
just sold them at the end, though. Well, I want to get that quest.
They're like super garbage. Alright, so we've got a 2/3 chance of doing something new. I think we should try it.
I'm in the middle of
Random Burning
battle.
Crusade dungeon. The only one we've done is the tiny Magtheridon looking one that's over in like 30 seconds, right?
Yep, yeah, so the other one's Underbog and Slave Pens. So... And...
Our
maybe we
roll
should tell me
is
which.
question mark.
Oh, darn it.
Oh.
Tank.
Your roll is damage.
Can I enter the dungeon while I'm fighting?
Yeah.
Really?
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
Okay.
You just have a few
not like
pieces missing out of you. That sounds like fun. Underbog, I remember this place. I probably won't recognize it, but I remember it. I'm sure they changed
I
it
remember it
completely.
enough.
And the final boss is like a molten unicorn.
I remember this was the dungeon where I first realized the Death Knights were idiots.
Bring me a shrubbery.
A very specific thing.
It was a Death Knight that, like, specifically kept using all of his moves, and he was in, like, tank spec. And so he ended up, like, pulling a boss from, like, halfway across the dungeon back to us because he, like, pulled it and then managed to run away before it could kill him. Shell, you're in healer spec, right?
Yes, I am.
You're all ready to go? Okay,
We're
good.
about to
I don't want
find
to, like,
out.
go without you. Yeah. But so he kept using his, like, stupid death grip ability, which, I mean, is a great move for, like, pulling and stuff. But he kept using that on bosses, and this is, like, back before the game was, like, as easy as this is.
Oh yeah. One wrong pull or one like messed up aggro moment would wipe your party in the original game.
Don't run ahead too far.
Used to be in deep shit whenever someone made a mistake, even in regular instances.
So you're gonna have to tell me if you're slowing down for a reason.
Right, well, don't we have a lot of things to loot?
Just go up, hit one as you go by.
Far away.
I'm not moving too far too fast very often.
Yeah, but it's enough. You know, please don't. I remember going through this dungeon several times in the past and having to go back for everything because you would.
Oh yeah, you forgot to grab the glowy hibiscus things over here on the ground.
Yes, just please don't run ahead.
Well, luckily we can do that at the end. Worst comes to worst.
Wow, we said that word once and immediately just had the thought. I just had the flavor of honey hibiscus tea in my mind immediately.
That's
That was
cool.
weird. What's that called?
Keith, do you do a whole lot of cooking in your house, or are you mostly like a
Other people
super
cook
bachelor?
because they have time.
Fair enough.
So I smell a lot of cooking.
I made cow soy earlier today, and I'm like still reveling in my ability to cook.
Well, I'm glad you know how to cook.
Earlier
now, so
today, I
don't
cooked
have
up
to
some
do
chow
all
soup.
Chaozu. 1010's gonna be angry about that. Or is it Tien? I don't
Tien.
remember. Okay. Fuck. I don't really remember
Chaozu is the
DBZ
exploding
side
Dragon Ball
characters.
character.
Yeah, the character that's useless except for killing himself.
He has a
Does
self-destruct
possibly harm other
ability
people.
that doesn't
I
work.
mean, that's still better than Yamcha. Literally,
Yamcha, I have
still
a scar.
better than Yamcha.
Yamcha's primary abilities include getting laid, and...
Or no, trying to get laid. Does he ever actually
Does he not?
succeed?
Oh, I thought he did for
I
some
don't
reason.
think so. He like hits on Bulma a bunch, and like that was it. Or maybe no. They used to be dating, so I think Bulma was like his last conquest, and then never again.
So Bulma and Vegeta slept with the same girl?
Wait, what?
What? Who?
So Yamcha and Vegeta slept with the same girl.
You said Bulma and Vegeta.
I
slept with the same
understand that
girl.
now.
Yes.
And Yamcha's still alive?
I mean, it comes and goes.
That's a good point, actually. Yamcha is intermittently alive.
It's also one of those where I don't think Vegeta would ever be that possessive of Bulma.
I don't think he needs to care that much to kill somebody, though.
I don't think he cares that much, period.
Damn, they are just getting bigger. These things just keep getting
yeah.
bigger in every room we walk into. And we haven't walked that far yet.
Yeah, by the top of this, they're going to be massive. We are going to be... Like, the foot is going to be the size of the screen. And it's going to be silly.
We're experiencing Plague of Gripes' quest for the huge.
I love that animation.
Oh, you've seen that before?
It's great. Of course I have. I actually didn't know about Plague of Gripes beyond that for a while until I think you sent me the Dark Souls thing, and I was just like, wait a second, this is Huge Quest guy.
He has some really good Dark Souls animations. He has a pretty excellent Red Letter Media animation, actually, and then he has a really detailed Dark Souls playthrough.
Yep.
So I'm like, everything this guy makes is related directly to my interests. Except
Are you not rolling greed on these things?
I am rolling greed.
Okay, because I only saw a roll for me and a roll for Keith.
I only saw a roll
there
for
it
me, so for whatever reason.
Yeah, so I think it shows you yours, but it doesn't bother showing you anybody else's because who cares?
Yeah, I think it only shows yourself and someone else if they won.
We're okay, Chelle.
Which makes
Keith,
sense
on the
because
other hand, is dying,
that's a lot of
but-
screen clutter.
I mean, Keith always seems to be dying in these situations.
Oh
so.
yeah. Part of the problem is that I activate Blade Flurry, which attacks everybody nearby.
I'm usually thrashing, which gives me, full AoE attacks.
Yeah. I just have a blatant disregard for my own vitality.
Yeah.
Pretty much the only thing that Plague does that doesn't particularly interest me is the tri-fusions, where he takes the design elements of 3 different characters and tries to combine them into one. I've never been much of a let's watch speed painting or anything equivalent to that on YouTube, but everything else I'm totally into on that channel.
I like watching speed painting if it's an artist that I want to understand the process for, but I'm also watching for a very specific, practical purpose as opposed to, I'm just gonna watch this for fun.
Yeah, I've never understood I've never had much appeal for just watching speed painting in general.
The one thing I do like about speed paintings is they very often have good music, or, music I haven't heard of before, because they had to go find, somebody's copyright-free music or something else. So I've found some pretty good techno that way.
For me, it's the opposite because I'm not really an electronic music person. So for me, the music is always super disappointing in speed painting.
What kind of music do you listen to?
Mostly garage rock and alternative rock, and some punk stuff. Basically,
Ooh, the armor intellect critical strike. Should I get that?
Go for it. Go for it. I mean, most of the gear here is kind of useless.
It's like when we talked about Kaiji, and I was talking about it having an amazing intro because it has like instead of being a J-rock intro or something like that, it's got like something that sounds like, I don't even know. I'm blanking a little bit, but it almost sounds like something you'd expect from like someone like Rancid or something.
Okay. Yeah, see, I don't generally like punk because it involves singing most of the time, and I don't really like
Yeah, you don't like vocals in songs, huh?
Yeah.
You can't understand them.
Yeah, I can't understand them, so usually they're just noise unless it's really good.
I mean, to be fair, I didn't know that the lyrics were Rock the Casbah for like 15 years.
Oh, was I silenced or something?
Rock the what?
It's a Clash song that people rather famously never know what the word is that they're saying.
Oh,
unless they read the title of the song.
Rock the
Casbah
or whatever. I thought it was Cash Bar.
Nope. I can only spell it if I look at the title of the freaking song, because I don't even know what the word is still.
That's weird and garbage.
I don't even know if it's a real word, or if it's like a location that they're specifically citing or something.
I don't even know.
I can't move. Oh wait, I should... Alright, I've Cloak of Shadows.
You actually have a way of getting out of that. Oh,
yeah,
man.
Cloak of Shadows. Oh, I just haven't been thinking about it.
Druids can technically do the thing where they shift out and shift back in. We had a Druid tank that would do that habitually, and I was always in charge of healing him. And eventually I had to sit him down and say, look, stop doing this, because you die the moment you do that.
Yeah, it's only good for, like, PvP, when someone's trying to crowd control you.
It's great for PvP, but once he shifted out and shifted back in, and between the time of, like, that happening, he managed to get hit for... God, it was like over 100,000 damage, and I was just like, no. No way. I can't deal with this.
What the fuck?
I mean, we got 20,000 right now, so that's actually only like 5 times our health.
It doesn't make sense to me anymore. The numbers have inflated so much since I played.
Oh yeah. Well, they've actually balanced it out, so it's a lot more like reasonable.
But it's still even that has reinflated to being so much bigger than it was when I played.
Oh,
like I was watching my brother play in like a raiding situation. I think it must have been the Panda expansion because they were fighting like an Eastern style dragon, and his damage on the screen literally was just summarizing it to like 3-digit numbers followed by the letter K.
Yep.
Like it was just cutting out the rest of the number, and I'm like, what?
That is normal.
That's terrifying. Things have changed a bit, and I'm not. I want all the kids off my lawn.
I feel bad for Chelle in all of this because we're just reminiscing about something she's never had an experience with before.
Sniffle.
It is interesting nostalgia tripping. Like, has there been a game that has actually changed as drastically as Hello?
Has any game been around this long?
Join guild.
Turnbar Misha?
Yeah,
Who's
just accept
that?
it. It gives us extra experience. It's the mage with us invited us to a guild.
I guess.
Oh, okay.
I said yes,
not?
just because it gives us speed bonuses and leveling bonuses and whatnot. So like, who gives a damn?
We need to do guild runs. Please let me know what day and time you have enough 90 to 100 levels to do it. Thank you, the turn bar.
Okay, that's great for you, Michelle. Take it.
That was a thing that I read.
Okay.
Oh, is that actually what it said?
That was their message of the day. Just all
usually
caps on our screen.
Usually these guilds are like trying really desperately to get like pug raids together, and it just doesn't work.
Has WoW now outlived the original run of EverQuest?
I want to say yeah.
Wait, do we just jump off?
Yep, we're going in this like crack.
I wonder if Final Fantasy XIV technically changed more. I wonder how big of a difference there was when it's in its relaunch.
Okay, so I'm gonna say Final Fantasy XIV's kind of a different thing because they more or less redid it from scratch.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy XIV has changed more. by like a significant margin, but it truly needed to. That
See,
game
chat,
was
you say EQ is still
so bad.
active, but does it get? Is it actually being getting real expansions and getting supported, or does it just have live servers?
Yes, they had a new expansion come out a year ago.
For the first EverQuest?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Did they abandon the
it's
second
kinda
EverQuest, or is that
nonsense.
also getting expansions?
Oh, wait, they released the expansion right before Daybreak Studios became a thing.
Wait, have they been actively making expansions for both EverQuest games while also making a third EverQuest game?
Yes.
Jesus Christ. What if?
Yep.
That's like the
I'd have to
exact
go
thing
look.
that Blizzard's probably terrified of when they were originally planning on making a new MMO. Let's support all the MMOs simultaneously.
Yeah. I mean, it really depends. If you've got the money for it, why not?
Yeah. Just single-handedly dominate the entire
Dominate the
MMO
market.
market by being your own competition.
Target something first.
Yeah, I wonder if that wasn't part of the reason why they can Titan to begin with.
If we make enough MMOs, then the other people can't be second or third place either.
See, what I want to see them do is compete with Destiny, but make it more accessible or something.
More accessible than Destiny?
Well, I'm wondering why
Well,
did they do
I'm about to be under
Overwatch
attack.
when they had
I'm
Heroes of the Storm?
Cloaking the crap out of myself.
Here's the Storm's going well. Hearthstone's doing amazing. I actually want to know if Hearthstone makes more money than WoW.
Yay, I did the
Probably
thing where
doesn't.
I properly negate my incoming damage. By
I
popping
get the
combat
feeling we're
ready.
gonna have to go get a ton of hibiscus by the time we're done. How much hibiscus do I need? At this point?
Do I even have the
Actually,
quest?
I think I'm
don't
done.
know if I have the quest for hibiscus. What are we
I
even?
just realized we have a warrior in the party. We have to get, like, some kind of
is there like a
thing.
hibiscus quest?
Yeah, it's like these red glowy circles on the ground.
Is it called a thing? What's it called?
I honestly don't remember the name of the
one
quest.
of the quest givers gave it.
Fight to the death.
Yeah, you're gonna have it. You have it, but
Where is it? Oh, I need 5 sanguine. I have
Okay.
one already.
yep.
Apparently,
Hearthstone made more money than WoW
someone
the
must
year
have
it came
dropped
out.
one.
Oh, I'm frozen.
Oh no, he's on our team now. Oh wait, that's good.
Yeah.
When I saw him on my team, I interpreted that for some reason as meaning that I had been mind controlled. I
when he
can't
said-
escape that.
When
Yeah.
he said "Beast obey me," killed him once. I actually thought it was going to affect me, and I was just like, "Huh, this might be inconvenient."
Goodbye, tank. And during the boss fight, no big deal.
I want to say there was a boss fight that was like that once, but I can't remember if that was actually the case. I know there was the fight. Did you ever? Were you around when there was the boss that would plague people, and people were doing all the plague bombing, or no?
Yeah, where the entire world
Oh,
became
you ran
plagued.
too far ahead without me. Carl.
Did too
Carl,
much
how
damage.
dare you? Carl.
I've got like 3 things, and it's just one underdog wizard.
Yeah,
Lord.
2 of us weren't even in that fight, and it didn't matter.
Yeah.
I
This is
was
a really
mining
easy
a rich
one.
adamantine deposit.
So apparently Hearthstone made more money than World of Warcraft on the first year, but not sure about the other.
Makes sense. I mean, especially if
Yeah.
you're talking about net profits, because how much does it cost to maintain a Hearthstone by compared to World of Warcraft?
Is Hearthstone adding more hero characters? Because
They
need
said they
more
were adding
players.
2 more, I think. Though the problem is they're kind of shackled to the World of Warcraft classes out of sheer habit.
Yeah.
Right. Well,
I think they should add a StarCraft expansion and just go bananas.
I'm just thinking
Oh.
of stuff like the server load of Hearthstone compared to WoW. Like, has to be such a non-issue.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like asynchronous turns in like a Facebook-style game versus an MMO.
I was actually really impressed that they went through the effort to make it mobile, but I'm glad they did.
Yeah. I mean, everyone assumed from the... I was about to say everyone assumed from the get-go that it would go there, but I think actually they announced from the get-go that it was going to go there.
Chelle, that's also good for you. Even
Right,
if
but
it's
I
cloth.
can't. I can't.
Oh, you
roll on
can't.
it.
I see.
You can't roll on it when it's cloth at all?
Well, because
Oh.
there's a mage in our group, probably.
We gotta
Oh.
go back. Don't go down.
What's going on?
What are we doing? Another?
We're missing a quest. Rescuing the expedition. We're missing Earthbinder Rage.
Oh yeah.
Why did that
I
pop-up
don't know.
happen?
Oh, somebody wanted to queue us up for a dungeon, but
Oh,
I said no
okay.
because we actually have to go back. I forgot
I
about
also
it.
need
I was
2
somewhat
more
confused for a moment
hibiscus.
there. Stop it. Stop it, bad guy. Where's the last... We're looking for...
Rage. I know where he is. Just follow me.
Oh, Earthbinder Rage.
Let's see.
Weird, he's not even on the map.
Need to make more playlists. Yeah. No, he is. He's right here.
Oh, never mind, he's a little one.
Yep.
Those are those giant portraits, which is a little disorienting. Oh, discovered it says. Never mind. I misinterpreted it as us hiding, trying to find another boss.
Wonder if I can give you the hibiscus shell. Pardon? Oh, here he is. Yeah, he's stealthed. That's why we didn't see him originally. Found him.
Yay!
Oh, wolf.
He
We
was, like,
done
right
we done
there.
good at quest.
Okay. Can I trade the sanguine hibiscus? Yeah, it looks like I can give you the sanguine hibiscus
I
shell.
just
How
need
many did you need?
2.
Okay.
I'm wondering
Yeah, I
where
don't know
my
how
only
much-
one
yeah,
came from. I must have like looted off an enemy or something. Cause I don't think I ever touched a plant.
Shell, where are you going?
Over here.
It's this guy here.
I think I've only actually noticed one hibiscus, and Wander beat me to it.
I don't want to do that. How do I
don't-
split stack?
I just don't see them around. Ancient Lichen.
Earlier on,
Lichen?
you can actually gather them.
You said you needed 2, right? God.
Yes.
Die, snake.
If you run too far away from me, I can't trade
Well, have
with
you figured it out?
Yeah, I just don't remember how to move items well, so there we go. Now I can do it. There we go. Trade. How many do you
Yay.
need for the quest, by the way?
You need 5 total.
Okay, because I've got a bunch more actually.
That's
I have
why
no
I
idea
couldn't.
where I got them all.
I couldn't find any because you were grabbing them all.
I only gathered like 3 actually.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think I,
still
was
need.
just picking.
I still need 4 of them.
I think I was just picking them up. Yeah, so if you can find one more, that's good.
Wait, so you couldn't give him any? Because, I mean, you had 10.
I
and
had 10.
Gave me 2.
I gave you 2. That means
8.
I can give him 3.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but so that
Oh,
wasn't enough.
there it is.
You need
Here's the next one.
one more.
Alright, Keith, I've got your hibiscus right here.
I don't like it when you say it that way.
Know what? I'm gonna say it that way.
I'm feeling
Where are
slightly
you, so I can-
uncomfortable.
I can get you some hibiscus, if you know what I mean.
It definitely improved the ghost wolf appearance.
Yeah, Igazix, you expressed yourself in a way that makes me assume that your primary language is probably not English.
There
I got
is
the
your
hibiscus and I didn't even have to work for it. Trickle down theory is
I
real.
seriously don't know how I got so many more than you did. But
How do I get over there? Not sure if we're above or below that.
just follow me. There's another one of those like exit ramp shoot things that makes it like really easy to get back. Yeah, stop saying hibiscus. No,
Hibiscus?
we are riding this hibiscus train all the way to Plant Town.
Oh, this does lead right back to there.
Okay, hey, mushrooms.
So I finished Metal Gear Solid 5 like last weekend.
Yeah,
That game does not end.
it just kind of has like a sort of ending.
It eventually rolls credits, but yeah, they just didn't give it an ending, basically. It's
Not like
that sure is
well,
a
they're
thing
just
that
trying to
happened.
They're just trying to make up for the fact that that Metal Gear Solid 4 had like 7 endings.
like the Return of the King.
Yeah. Alright, I'm queuing us up for another dungeon.
I think that's all of them, yeah. Yeah, they definitely.
Oh, I didn't.
It was really strange. It was so strange.
No.
We got some time.
There you go.
I think I've told you before that
I
chapter
got
1 of that
everything
game.
in.
Like
Okay.
chapter 1 of that game ends with like a giant boss fight and like feels so much like an
Let's
ending, and then the game keeps
Believe
going
it.
for 20 more
Oh.
chapters, and then kind of runs out, and then credits.